Alright, hey everyone. I know, editing Very just keeps popping up on the series. It's become a hot mess. I don't know. We're frustrated with it too. We really tried to get our ducks in a line with, like, you know, having all these cameras and these memory cards and microphones and doodads, and so we are starting with the new camera today. The thing about it is the new camera, you know, we do like it, but we're sorry. It has, so initially it came with like a mini hot shoe. I'm not sure what that's used for. And then somewhere throughout the day, like when I lost audio, I figured out how to take the mini hot shoe and convert it to a regular hot shoe, which fits our microphone on it. And then I plugged the microphone in, and for whatever reason, normally when you just plug a microphone in, it just works. And whatever reason, this camera, I don't know if you have to go into the settings or what, we still haven't figured it out. We need to sit down and look at it and call Canon and figure out what to do with it, because it's still not working. But what I'm trying to get at with having so long-winded is that I kind of need to narrate now, because I've lost the audio on this and I need to try to remember what the heck I was doing a month ago. At this point, let's see, where did I lose audio? Good morning, guys. It is about 6 o'clock. I am trying to get myself up and at 'em and get through the list for today. It's a long list. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try our best. I'm shooting on the new camera, so hopefully, hopefully don't lose any more files, because that's really frustrating. And then two, hopefully the quality is a bit improved, because this camera was a pretty penny, and we'll see how working with it around, you know, renovation sort of stuff goes. But yeah. Now the only thing is that I couldn't get our Rode mic on the hot shoe. This thing, it says it has like a mini hot shoe, and it's just a smidgen too small for it to sit on there, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I'll have to have Charley look at it. So here I'm talking about how I really think that we need to paint this hallway area and the stairwell area rather. This stairwell, the height of it goes to about, I don't know, 18-20 feet, so it's not exactly an easy thing to get up there and do the trim work. And I'm also, I'm looking, because if you remember the tenants, some of them overpainted onto their ceiling. So then I go out to the back shed and I'm hoping to find some paint, and I do find some bare ceiling paint, and I'm hoping that it is a match. Alright, so next up I'm taking the kills and killing over, you know, priming the darker colors, just to make it easy to transition to a lighter neutral color. So all the out and about clips, I still have audio because I do those on my cell phone. So I've got the kills on all of the bold colors. I did not do the kills in the master bathroom. That's the one with like the bright blue. I feel like that color, it could probably use around the kills, but I might get lucky and it might cover okay with the new paint. I don't know. So I'm gonna be a risk taker, and I'm not gonna do the kills for that one. And if it needs 2 coats, it needs 2 coats. Whatever. So yeah, I'm on to Depot to get deck paint and interior paint. Can't believe how much deck paint I went through. Now the deck paint, like I did Behr. I'm like loyal to Behr. Okay, Behr, Kills, and for like specialty stuff, Rust-Oleum. Those are my go-tos. I don't deviate anymore. I've heard good things about Glidden, but I'm just like, I've had such good success with Behr over the years that I'm like, I don't even want to try anybody else. I remember when Lowe's, like 7-8 years ago, they put out a Olympia, they carry Olympia, and Olympia put out a campaign of like, you know, painting shouldn't be a Behr.
knocking bare paint down. And so I tried the Olympia stuff. That painting shouldn't be a bear, so go get you some bare paint, okay? And that was not anywhere near the quality. And even in the house that we're in now, in outside of Asheville, like, we don't have a Home Depot anywhere close to us. So when we first moved into that house, we used the oh my gosh, that it's a big name. It's supposed to be like the all that of paint. The name's escaping me right now, but we used that. It's an arm and a leg, and it just wasn't bare. You know, it didn't have that flexibility. It didn't have the coverage. Didn't have that flexibility, like technology that Bear has under the paint. So it doesn't like. It was not bare. And so now, whenever we need to paint, we order it online and we have it delivered, because Home Depot's an hour away. But anyway, so yeah, that deck paint. Last time I painted the deck, I used the Bear product. It was not this though. This is like a new thing for them, and it is super thick. I mean, y'all saw it yesterday. It's like a Wendy's Frosty, but it fills in cracks, and that was what I was saying on the outside, is it can fill in up to a 1/4 inch cracks on your deck, and like as the wood splits and whatever, and it fills them in. It's pretty, but it doesn't go as far. I guess I should have checked the cans. So I need to get one more can of those, and I need to get a couple cans for the interior paint. And I guess I need to get a ladder, because I'm going to have to get up there and do that tall wall. Section, and I'm wondering which of these I can figure out on my own. These guys over here are 16 feet, which I think might be enough. These guys over here are they're just monsters. There's no way I can do that. And I don't even think they'll fit in the cargo van. Like, no, they won't fit. It's one of those you guys strapped to the roof, and I'm not doing that thing. So I'm thinking about going with this guy. These aluminum, or these whatever they are, those only go up to 225, and sometimes Charley's a little bit heavier than that, so he fluctuates. But I think I need to go to this guy. He's 250, the blue one. So, slight detour. The poor guy at the paint counter, he got something in his eye, or allergies or something. One of his eyes is all red, and I feel really bad for him. He flushed it out, and it's getting better, but he's there until 2 o'clock, and it's like 9:45 now, so I feel for him. And I was like, it's gonna be 15 minutes for me. I can get him some Visine, and he won't have to suffer. Little things.
So then here's my hot self coming in from working outside. I am a sweaty hot mess, and I am out of deck paint again. This back deck, it was just like thirsty. We had painted it. I had painted it. Yours truly painted it. When was that? When we moved out, what, 5-6 years ago? No.
We moved out.
7.
6 years ago.
6 years ago. So it hadn't been painted in 6 years, and with the Florida sun, it was overdue.
And we used
a deck paint.
A deck stain paint.
But it was like a deck stain paint. The stuff that I put on here was, well, you saw it. It was very thick. So then moving on to trim paint. I painted as much of the trim. I think I actually had to get another gallon, if I'm not mistaken. And here in this clip, I have no idea what I'm saying. When was this? This was 1:30 in the afternoon. So I'm probably eating. Yep, I'm eating. And I'm probably saying how hot it is outside and how miserable things are. I don't know. But here I go back to Depot. Oh yeah, I had to get more paint because I ran out of the decking paint and I got another gallon of the trim paint too. I ran out of both of those.
All right, last gallon for the deck.
Also, I'm talking about how I've got someone from Craigslist. A couple days earlier, I moved a ton of stuff. Didn't get it all on, well, the footage was corrupt, but I moved a ton of stuff out of the underneath stairwell area that's in the garage. I mean, like full sheets of drywall, like doors, flooring, a ton of things. And then I thought it was all done. I got to there in the back corner. There was a stack of tile, the stack of like crappy tile that we used up in that bathroom way back when, and I just could not get myself to move it. So I had Charley put it on Craigslist for me, and this gentleman showed up, and that was the stipulation on Craigslist, was that you had to move it. He showed up, he moved it. It was glorious.
So I can't believe I'm out running around.
So I'm finishing up painting the deck. And yeah, inside, a hot mess again. Miserable in the Florida sun. And this wasn't even like, this was in, what was last month, May?
It was into May. Well,
End of
yeah,
May. So it wasn't even peak of, I don't know how we lived there, y'all. So more trim paint. Oh, this was my toad incident. I'm really kind of upset there was no audio with this, but life goes on. So I'm like painting the trim, and this toad just, then I had to get the toad away and move it, and it was a whole thing. So yeah, back inside now. I guess I'm talking about how hot I am. Drinking more water.
You know, I don't remember you talking about how hot I was. I was fully expecting the opposite, and here you are. I figured you'd just be living it up.
No. Oh, this is the point where I ran out of trim paint. This is it. I had done more, so okay, at this point I had done more painting on, well, the trim. And then at this point is when I ran out of trim paint. So I went back to Depot and got more trim paint. That's what it was. Remember what you did a month ago.
I got the paint, and I need me some food, so I'm about to pull away.
Paint, and at this point I'm sort of losing light. My plan, okay, to paint the inside, the interior, I wanted to paint kind of the whole bottom interior, and my plan for that was to get, or we did get that Graco handheld paint sprayer. And before I get comments about it, I did talk about it. Of course I don't have audio, so I'm gonna say it again. Before I get comments about how that's supposed to be for small projects only, I called up Graco and I talked to the technician, whatever guy, service person, and I said, this is what I'm planning on doing, and he said that's fine as long as you let it rest. So you can paint, you know, for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then let it rest for 15 to 20 minutes, let it cool down, and you should be able to do that all day long. I said, perfect, because then I was thinking to myself, I could, can you put that slipper on him, please? I could trim, I could, you know, prep all this stuff for spraying, and spray one room, let that paint sprayer sit, go on to and while I go into the next room, and then prep that room for painting. However, so then just to get a feel for the painter and how it operates, I decided to go to the back shed because I thought if I have drips or something stupid, like it's the back shed, whatever. So I went out there before I lost so much daylight, got a feeling for it, really liked how it operated, but then I could not get, for the life of me, I could not get the actual container where the paint goes in. I could not get the lid off of it. I tried I tried for like 45 minutes to an hour to get that stupid thing off. And then I decided I just needed to clean it as well as I could. I got it to the point where I was getting clear water out, several rounds of clear water. So I decided that was clean as I could get it. And I couldn't use the paint sprayer for inside. So there went my plan. And I was frustrated. I showered off. And then I went to a roller instead. Sucks, but that's what happens when you're not that strong with your hands. So I rollered. What did I roller that night? I rollered the master. I rollered the master bath. I rollered both of the bedrooms, and I think I rollered the hallway and the hallway bathroom. And at that point, let me check the time on this. I want to say it was like around 2 in the morning. 1:30. That was my day, as I remember it a month later. So I'm sorry these videos are a hot mess. They're not fun for us, especially like, just taking the extra time to edit them and polish them together, but that's just kind of how it is. I need to call Canon and figure out the microphone. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch y'all tomorrow.